It's that time of year again. Christmas is right around the corner. It is also around this time that a lot of us anime fans tend to watch a Christmas-related anime. But sadly, there just aren't that many anime where Christmas is the main theme. It's usually just limited to maybe an episode in the series. The reason for this is that Christmas in Japan isn't quite the same as in a lot of Western countries, due in part to only 1% of Japanese being Christian. In Japan, Christmas is a time for friends and couples rather than family. However, despite a lack of anime focusing mainly on this holiday, there is one movie that came out in November 2003 that is different. I'm of course talking about Tokyo Godfathers. Like I said, Tokyo Godfathers is a movie that came out on November the 8th, 2003. It was produced by Studio Madhouse and directed by the great Satoshi Kon. And yes, Tokyo Godfathers is a Christmas movie with its themes of miracles, family, love, and forgiveness. But it's not quite the type of Christmas movie that a lot of us in the West are used to, but I'll get more into that later. Tokyo Godfathers is set in, you guessed it, Tokyo during Christmas. However, unlike a lot of Western Christmas movies, this is not about a nice family in a warm home preparing for Santa to drop off presents. Instead, we follow the characters of Gin, Miyuki, and Hana, three homeless people who discover a newborn baby that's seemingly been abandoned. The three take her in and name her Kyoko, which means pure one, and set out to return this baby to her mother. But finding her in this vast city proves to be very challenging, and the three even end up entangled in a series of events, including kidnapping, death, and a mysterious red envelope. What makes this movie so great is its amazing cast of characters. We have our main trio, Gin, Hana, and Miyuki. Gin is an alcoholic who claims to have been a bicycle racer, but really he ran away from home after amassing a large gambling debt. Hana is a homeless trans woman and a former drag queen who's never known her parents. Because of this, she has the most sympathy for the baby they find, and she is the one who gives her the name Kyoko. And Miyuki is a senior in high school who ran away from home due to her stabbing her father during a family dispute. These three are what pushes the story forward, and the many side characters we meet on their quest to find Kyoko's mother also helps adding layers to the story, even though most of the side characters don't really play much more of an important part to it than to add their little story or event into the mix. But their inclusion is still important as it gives life to this city. I watched this movie for the first time around Christmas time of 2015. The things that drew me to it was obviously that it was set in Tokyo on Christmas, because Christmas anime is very hard to come by, but also the fact that it was directed by the legendary Satoshi Kon. Tokyo Godfathers took me by surprise in many ways, because despite what I said about it being a Christmas movie, which it is, Christmas doesn't really play that big of a role in it. The only time Christmas becomes anything of a focus, it's mostly an outside looking in type of perspective. In that regard, it reminds me more of the short story The Little Match Girl by Hans Christian Andersen, though Tokyo Godfathers has a bit more of a happy ending. But if Christmas isn't the main focus, what is? The two things that I took most note of was the themes of family and homelessness. For you see, in Tokyo Godfathers, everyone has a different situation with their family, whether they ran away like Gin and Miyuki, or were brought up without parents like Hana. All the characters we meet has some sort of trouble at home. In Gin, Miyuki, and Hana's case, they end up forming their own little pseudo-family to cope. But at the end of the day, nothing will replace your actual family, and that's where the theme of forgiveness comes into play. But the movie also takes time to shine a spotlight on the homeless in Tokyo, and not just through our main character's situation. The movie has the three spend a lot of time with other homeless people. We see what they have to go through, from struggles to find shelter for the winter, and the brutality of people, like we see when some teens go to beat up some homeless people for fun. All of these things combined is what makes this a fantastic movie in my eyes. I highly enjoyed my time watching it, so much so that it would probably be my second favorite Kon movie, after Perfect Blue and just ahead of Millennium Actress. So if you're looking for a Christmas anime to watch this holiday season, be sure to give Tokyo Godfathers a chance. So that was Tokyo Godfathers. It's easily my favorite Christmas anime. But what is yours? Let me know in the comments what anime you tend to watch around Christmas, if any. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more anime related content by the top scholar himself. Happy holidays.